What's up guys, I'm here with another video. Welcome to episode 124 of Let's Build the City. Today we're building a school. Let's build a school.
Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a school for all of your city building needs. The school has a large main entrance including a flagpole, ramps. It has a clock on the front and a large overhang so you don't get wet in the rain. It has entrances and exits on both sides. The back of the school has a lunch eating area, a small basketball court and a small soccer/football field, including a back entrance. The inside of the school is laid out in a nice, easy, manageable way, split into hallways. Many of the hallways have lockers and cameras, drinking fountains, and of course access to all of the entrances and exits. The school has 3 different types of classrooms: a general purpose classroom, a science classroom, and also a computer classroom. We have an assembly hall, a cafeteria. If we go upstairs, we also have a library, a teacher's lounge, a reception, and the dreaded principal's office. This tutorial is only going to focus on what you can see here: the entire outside of the school, the building, all of the stuff around the sides, the front and the back, the actual outside and building portion of the school. Part 2 will focus on all of the inside stuff that I just showed you. We don't actually make it in this video, but I just thought that it'd be fun to show you it before you actually built the outside building. And that's it. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please do consider subscribing to the channel if you're new. Click the little bell next to the subscription button if you want to make sure that you get all of my videos sent directly to your sub box, which is very important if you want to make the inside and if you want to make the school bus that's going to come along with it, and any other additional builds as well. You're probably going to want to subscribe and make sure that that little bell is clicked. But without any further ado, let's get started. Now, just before we begin building, everybody, here are all of the materials. That you will need to make your school. Please do make sure that you have access to all of those and enough of those materials as well. The amount of space required to make the school is a giant 84 by 84 block area on the ground. You are more than welcome to make this grid in your world if you are planning out a city or a town or wherever it may be. However, it isn't required. And that's it. Pause the video if you have to. Make sure that you've got all of those materials. Make sure you've got enough room to build the school. Make sure that you're ready. And once you are, class will be in session. Step 1, students. Come all the way over to the front left-hand corner of the grid. That is, of course, if you've made the grid. If not, just bear with us one moment. We have to find the starting position. From this corner block, I want you to count backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I then want you to count to the right by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is where we're going to kick things off. Place a row of 22 light grey concrete going right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Extend that 20-second block towards you by 2. 1, 2. Go right by 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Extend that 10th block towards you by 1. And go right by 11.
1, 2, 3,
4.
11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Extend inwards by 11.
Let's see if that's 11 again. I'm gonna destroy this row and see if that's 11 again. Let me try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Extend inwards by 1. And then to the right by 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Extend inwards by 2. 1, 2. And then all the way over to the right by 21.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Just like that. I then want you to take this 21st block and I want you to extend it backwards. I want you to extend it backwards by 12.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I want you to place a terracotta in front of that 12th block. I want you to extend it forwards and upwards, each by 1. I want you to use stone brick stairs and place a row of 6 stone brick stairs coming across from each terracotta.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, whoops, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. I want you to stick terracotta on the ends of those stairs like this. That will be a side entrance for the school. Very important later on. However, I want you to return back to the row of light grey concrete, and I want you to continue placing a row of 19 light grey moving backwards.
19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Perfect. Now, this is where things get quite easy, because you can now extend that 19th block all the way over, across the back of the build like this, and you want to line it up with where we started on the front of the build over there. I think that is about perfect. That's about right. Make sure that it lines up with the front. However, the only thing is we also want to make that staircase over there on this side, because there's 2 entrances out the side of the school, 1 on each side. We're going to extend this light grey concrete towards the front of the build, and we're going to place 12 light grey.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Stick a terracotta on the end there, and then place a terracotta above.
Let's see if this is 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, that's 12. That's perfect.
Place a row of 6 stone brick stairs coming towards the front of the build. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stick terracottas on the end like that to form a staircase. And then simply extend the light grey concrete forwards, eventually until you connect to the front of the build. And once you are finished, you should end up with quite a grand shape, really. It should look exactly like this. It kind of reminds me of like an astronaut helmet or something. A really wide one, but an astronaut helmet nonetheless. Once you have achieved that, ladies and gentlemen, we can now start building the walls of the school a little bit. So the way that we're going to do this is we're going to begin on the front left-hand corner of the build. It always comes back to this corner. And I want you to place 10 terracotta on top of this corner.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stick a white concrete block on top. I want you to come towards this position. The most sticky out left-hand corner point of the build, which is right here, I want you to place 11 terracotta on top of this corner. 1, 2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're going to extend to the right, okay, and we're going to join down to the opposite corner. So this here, this is the middle part of the school. This has a roof and a clock and all sorts of stuff. I want you to grab the quartz slabs, and I want you to stick a quartz slab on the left-hand upper side of this part of the build. And I want you to extend that quartz slab forwards and then to the right. And we're then going to go up, right, up, right, up, right, up, right, up, right. Now, I believe that is roughly the middle, but what we're going to do is we're going to do the same up, right, up, right, up, right, up, right. Now, I believe that is roughly the middle, but what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing from the other side as well. So we're going to take the right side, we're going to stick a quartz slab forwards, and then we're going to go like left, up, left, up, left, up, left, up, left, up. Yeah, you see that's just about the middle. And then we go left, and then we extend the 2 blocks in the middle upwards. And that's how you achieve the roof effect. We are now going to fill the middle part of the roof in terracotta. You only have to place a certain number of blocks. It's best to do it from the back, like this. And then that will give you this sort of effect from the front. Now, once you have done that, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to recommend that you do is also on the front right-hand corner of the build, we're also going to place terracotta in such a way that we did on the front of the build as well. So that will be 10 terracotta coming up from the right corner.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we're going to stick a white concrete on the end. And you can even, to establish some walls, some boundaries, you can extend that white concrete backwards towards the back of the build. And you can extend the back corner of the build upwards using terracotta, and you can meet that row of white concrete, so to speak. So that's the sort of thing that we're looking for. And we're just going to build up a little bit of the back of the build and make a bit more of the structure, and then we can kind of like mass fill it in a little bit. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so I want you to, on the back of the build here, where we have this terracotta, I'm going to place 2 terracottas moving to the right. 1, 2. We're going to extend up by 1, and we're going to place 2 upside down quartz stairs going right. 1, 2. 3 terracotta. 1, 2, 3. 2 upside down quartz stairs. 3 terracotta, 1, 2, 3, 2 upside down quartz stairs. 3 terracotta, 1, 2, 3, 2 upside down quartz stairs, 1, 2. 3 terracotta, 1, 2, 3, 2 upside down quartz stairs. And then we're going to check how many windows we have, because in total we should have 6. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need one more. So 3 terracotta, 1, 2, 3, 2 quartz stairs, 1, 2. Now when we get to that last window, we want to place 2 terracotta. We want to join down to the ground like this. We want to extend this terracotta upwards, like so. And we want to extend the white concrete block across. This is a particularly important row of terracotta, so we'll extend it across to meet it. We want to extend that row of terracotta, like grey concrete, all of it, one row forwards, like so. We want to create a clear boundary. You'll find that that lines up with the front of the build. We want to do the same on this opposite side here. Okay, so on this opposite side, we're going to do the same sort of thing. So what we can do to create some structure in our school is we can extend the white concrete backwards from the front left corner here. We can join it down to the ground using terracotta, just like this, or connect down to the corner, like that. And then we want to create the same sort of window pattern that we have there onto here. So that will be, let me show you, we start from this side here. We're going to place 2 terracotta going left, 1, 2. Going to go up by 1. And then we're going to create 6 windows in total. So that means 2 upside down stairs, 1, 2, 1, 2. 3 terracotta, 2 windows, 3 terracotta, 2 windows, 3 terracotta, until we have 6 of them. So that's 3, and then 2 quartz stairs, 1, 2, 3, 2 quartz stairs, 1, 2, 3, 2 quartz stairs. I think that is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's perfect. On the end, we place 2 terracottas. 2 quartz stairs. I think that is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's perfect. On the end, we place 2 terracottas. We extend that terracotta down. We extend it up as high as the row of terracotta just to the left of us. We place a row of white concrete that will connect all the way over here. Perfect. And we extend out the middle part of this, just one row forwards like that, because we want to establish the back entrance to the school. This is where you're going to be able to eat your dinner. We're going to have a little field here, and we might even make some more amendments to the school at a later point in time. But that's kind of what we want to have right now. So it's worth mentioning that all of these windows, right, they're made in the same way. They have 2 rows of glass on top of them, okay? 2 rows of glass on top of every single window, and all of the windows are, of course, upside down quartz stairs. So each window is comprised, they're 2 blocks wide, they have upside down quartz stairs at the bottom, they're 3 blocks high, they have 2 rows of glass on top. Window is comprised, have 2 rows of glass on top of them, okay? 2 rows of glass on top of every single window, and all of the windows are, of course, upside down quartz stairs. So each window is comprised, they're 2 blocks wide, they have upside down quartz stairs at the bottom, they're 3 blocks high, they have 2 rows of glass on top of them, and as I mentioned, over and over and over and over again, every single window is the same. So once you have your upside down quartz stairs, once you have your 2 rows of glass, that is about as much detail as is on most of the walls. Like, the outside of the school isn't that detailed, really, when it comes down to it. So there, all of the windows. Above every single window is going to be 3 rows of terracotta, so it's easiest to do a whole row across, like 1, 2, 3 rows of terracotta, like this, through the entire middle part of the school. That's how it wants to look. So above every single window, you're going to have 3 rows of terracotta. And then the thing about that is that once you've done your 3 rows of terracotta above the windows, pretty much in every single event, you're going to find that there is another row of windows directly above the previous row of windows. So once you kind of have that, you're separating the lower floor, the ground floor, from the second floor. There's 2 floors to the school. Then you will be able to also place another set of windows directly above these ones. So I'm just going to put some framework in for them because it's easier to place stairs with stuff next to them. But leaving a 3-row gap, the takeaway from this is that you can place another set of windows up above. And they are made, of course, in the same way as I just said, and we'll be doing some of these on the front of the build as well. An equal amount, if not more, on the front of the build. There might even be less. The front of the build is far more shapely than the back of the build. I want to clearly distinguish the front and back of the build. So that's why the front and the back look a little bit different. But you can see that the windows are identical to... ones below, and obviously they look a little bit weird now because we don't have anything in between them. Like, we don't have all the terracotta, we don't have all the wall in between them, but that will certainly change once we get down to it. But we're going to make the windows on this side as well. And once we have done all the windows on the back, we will focus on the little bit of detail that we do have to do on the back as well. There is a little bit of detail because we have to make the back entrance. That's how you get out to the actual back of the school at some point in time. Like a field and kind of like a hard play area, meaning and there's some, like, you know, some benches that you can kind of like sit and eat your food on, but other than that there's not too much there other than like a field in that play area. But we might add more if you guys have some suggestions. But that's what we have right now on the back of the school. That's looking perfectly fine. Now we have to add a walkway. So there's going to be a walkway to get up into the school. The school's set a couple of levels above everything else, right? So leaving 1 block's gap coming in from both sides, you're going to want to leave a block's gap, place a terracotta, extend it up and towards you, both of those. And then I'm just going to place a little bit of light grey concrete behind, and then some stone brick stairs leading up and into the school. So it's kind of identical to what we made a little bit earlier on the sides. I'm going to place a row of terracotta backing this, and then we've just got to kind of create an entrance. So there's going to be a double doorway into the entrance like this. So it's going to be right in the middle. You could make it wider if you like. And then we've just got to kind of create an entrance. So there's going to be a double doorway into the entrance like this. So it's going to be right in the middle. You could make it wider if you like, but I think 2 doors is sufficient. Into the entrance like this. So it's going to be right in the middle. You could make it wider if you like. guys have some suggestions. But that's what we have right now on the back of the school. That's looking perfectly fine. Now we have to add a walkway. So there's going to be a walkway to get up into the school. The school's set a couple of levels above everything else, right? So leaving one block's gap coming in from both sides, you're going to want to leave a block's gap, place a terracotta, extend it up and towards you, both of those, and then I'm just going to place a little bit of light grey.
This isn't right. Oh, let me do that again. This is so fucking difficult. God's sake. Am I gonna have to do this again? I never do anything right. No, I'm resetting the... I need to make it even. Why is it not even? So freaking hard. Why do I never do anything right? These builds are just so freaking difficult. It's honestly, it's a pain in my ass. Can't deal with it anymore. I'm sick and tired of it. Why is it 5? Have I done something wrong? Let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Does that match? Okay, I'm so freaking confused. Why is this so damn hard? God's sake, am I gonna have to do with this? You know what, I'm restarting that. Or should I not? Should I or should I not? Okay, I'm restarting it because I'm after doing to do this shit every single day. Ugh, this is so fucking hard. This is so dang hard. Why is it? I don't know. Hold on. No, I'm not supposed to do that. Nope. There we go. No, they're floating. They're floating. They're floating. Why am I doing something wrong? I have to deal with this every single fucking day. Am I gonna have to restart the school? Otherwise, I'll be pissed. So I want a double door, leaving a gap of 2. But stupid enough of me, I have 6 windows here, and I have 6 windows here. So why is that 5? I need it to be 6. Let me just have a look. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Why is this so dang hard? It does connect. Let's just see if it does. Yes, it does. But how is it? But I'm doing something wrong, am I? Why is this so fucking hard? Why? Like, just why? Why? I'm not good at these builds, you guys.
From both sides, you're going to want to leave a blocks gap, place a terracotta.
See, it's 5. So obviously, why is this so hard? It needs to be 6, not 5. Sake, can't be dealing with this shit every day. Go away, stupid horse. 1, 2. See, it's 5. I need it to be 6. See, I need it to be 6. But however, stupidly of me, I can make that fucking 6. Forget it. Oh, I can't do this. I can't do this anymore. Oh, I might have to end the video. I don't know. How is that? Or unless... Oh, I think I know what it's doing now. Why is it so fucking hard? I'm now having to take down a little bit of the school just to sort out a fucking wall. It's so damn hard. Is this what I've got to deal with every day? I don't know. Because this is a joke. Can't be dealing with this fucking shit every day. Well, she should just quit this series. I think I won't. Because I can't do anything right. Because I'm an idiot. There we go, that should fix the issue. Should it or should it not? Let's just destroy these. Shut up, phone. I don't want a YouTube live recommendation. There we go, I fixed the issue. Now it should be 6. Oh.
That's looking perfectly fine. Now we have to add a walkway. So there's going to be a walkway to get up into the school. The school's set a couple of levels above everything else, right? So leaving 1 block's gap coming in from both sides, you're going to want to leave a block's gap, place a terracotta, extend it up and towards you, both of those. And then I'm just going to place a little bit of light grey concrete behind, and then some stone brick stairs leading up and into the school. So it's kind of identical to what we made a little bit earlier on the sides. I'm going to place a row of terracotta backing this. And then we've just got to kind of create an entrance. So there's going to be a double doorway into the entrance, like this. So it's going to be right in the middle. You could make it wider if you like, but I think 2 doors is sufficient. I'm going to place a little bit of glass left and right at the door, a little bit of white concrete above it. Like it's a very, very simple back entrance. Like it's not too complicated whatsoever. I'm going to build up the rest of the area with a little bit of terracotta. Feel free to make this more complicated if you like. You could even go a little bit like modern with it, so to speak. Like you could place a little bit of like a quartz slab just to kind of like frame the lower part if you wanted to, but that's up to you. You could even kind of like extend it out a little bit, and you could like make kind of like an overhang. You could do all sorts, but what we also want to have up here is we kind of want to have a copy of the roof on this side as well. So we're going to take the rows of terracotta here on the left and the right. We're going to place quartz slabs on the left and right sides of the terracotta, and we're going to extend the quartz slabs inwards and upwards, just exactly how we did on the front of the building. Part of the roof is actually going to connect together as well. So you're just going to kind of want to outside inwards equally, like this. That's perfect. So you can kind of see the sort of vibe that we've got going on here. Feel free to make sure that both sides slot together, because I'm kind of really nervous that both sides aren't going to slot together. Whoops. So you can just extend the top of the roof. I'd recommend the top because not all black. Oh, perfect. That makes me so happy. Because not every single one of the blocks actually just connect backwards. I think that they do, except for the side ones. The side ones kind of wrap around the roof a little bit, but there we go. That makes me very happy. So the front and the back of the school are actually perfectly aligned, which is great. I'm going to place some terracotta above this back entrance, riding all the way up to the top. So this is going to come all the way up to the top, where the roof is. It's just going to sit underneath, and it's just going to fill in any of the, whoops, hit my head, that was my bad, and it's just going to fill in any gaps that we would have. So the gaps are pretty much where we would have the quartz slabs, I think. Because the slabs will just sit on top of the terracotta, and you'll be able to see this, right? So the slabs will just sit on top of the terracotta like this, and
huh? Oh. 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 Hmm. 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 Hmm.
because the slabs will just top of the terracotta, and you'll be able to see this, right? So the slabs will just sit on top of the terracotta like this, and the you do have some quartz blocks involved as well. It's actually a little bit easier to use some quartz block in place of some of these slabs, but this is how the roof will look, like this. I guess we've kind of like messed that up a little bit, because these terracotta shouldn't exist here, just these overhanging ones, and then we can place here, here, here. You do have some quartz blocks involved as well. It's actually a little bit easier to use some quartz block in place of some of these slabs, but this is how the roof will look, because the slabs will just sit on top of the terracotta, and you'll be able to see this, right? So the slabs will just sit on top of the terracotta like this, and the you do have some quartz blocks involved as well. It's actually a little bit easier to use some quartz block in place of some of these.
sound like Woodstock from Snoopy.
Flat, but this is how the roof will look. Like this. I guess we've kind of like messed that up a little bit because these terracottas shouldn't exist here, just these overhanging ones, and then we can place here, 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 just kind of like connecting the roof backwards. My bad. But this is what the entire like back of the school should look like. Just imagine that there are, of course, also like the windows are filled in, and we are missing just one key component here, just up at the top. We have a clock. Same thing that we'll have on the front actually, so we might make that right now. The clock requires not too many materials. Basically all it needs is it needs some white concrete, which we have right here, dark oak trapdoor and buttons. Now the clock is the same on the front as it is the back, so you take the two middle terracottas up at the top of the build here, you drop down 2 rows, destroy the 2 middle blocks, extend down by 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you take the middle 2 of the left and the right like this, and then you fill the...
Wait, is this right? Oh, yep, it is.
Center of it in using white concrete, like that. You stick buttons on the outside of the clock to make it look like numbers, and then you use dark oak trapdoors. Now how do we do this? We place a sideways right and up like that. No, maybe this way. Perfect. And you just... create 2 hands using the dark oak trapdoors. Now you do that not only on the front, of course, but if we fly all the way over here, we do the same thing on the back. Now on the back, we don't have to destroy much terracotta. You drop down to the 3rd row, so you leave the top 2 middle square alone. You destroy these 2 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You extend the middle blocks on the left and the right, and then you just place buttons all the way around. So very similar to what we did on the back. And of course, we're going to have the same time as we did on the back as well, which would be, what would that be? That would be 3 o'clock, that's the right. And then you just place buttons all the way around. So very similar to what we did on the back. And of course, we're going to have the same time as we did on the back as well, which would be, what would that be? That would be 3 o'clock, I suppose. Feel free to obviously make it whatever time you like, or, you know, just make it. You can make the clock in a few different ways. You don't even have to have one if you don't want to. Originally, I was just going to make a window, but I like the idea of a clock being there. I just think it adds a little bit of something. So now we've established the back of the school. The back of the school is pretty much entirely complete except for the small details. I want to focus on the sides of the school now, and then we can start talking about the front. The front is the most detailed in terms of structure, so that's the last on the agenda. On the sides of the school, and both sides are identical, we are going to need, and we can chuck the dark trapdoors and stuff away, we're going to need we've got doors, we need glass, glass block, glass pane, we need the stairs as well, and we already have like a set of actual stairs here. So first of all, I'm going to back these stairs with terracotta, and then coming in 1 row, from both the left and the right side, I'm going to place a row of 3 glass, 1, 2, 3, coming upwards, 1, 2, 3, very simple entrances and exits here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to place white terracotta coming inwards from the glass, oak doors between, white stained glass above the doors, 2 rows of terracotta above the glass and the doors, and then I'm going to split this area in the middle using 2 rows of terracotta. It kind of looks like a hammer. It actually kind of looks like a paintbrush or like an American like electrical socket or something. What we then want to do is we want to place 2 upside down quartz stairs on both sides like this, and then we want to place 2 rows of glass on both sides like this, here and here, here and here, and then just above there will be terracotta. So they're just the 2 windows on this side. They're a little bit lower than the other windows, but that is perfectly fine. It should still look quite nice in the position that they are. So now that you have done that to that side, we of course have to go and do the exact same thing to the other side. So the first thing that we have to do is we just have to place a backing of terracotta onto the stairs. We have to place a row of 3 glass coming inwards from both sides. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. A row of white concrete to go with the white glass. We have to place some oak doors in between, some glass above the doors. 2 rows of terracotta on top. We split the middle upwards exactly how we did on that opposite side, ladies and gentlemen, and then we place upside down quartz stairs here, here, and here. Here we place the 2 rows of glass on top as well. And once we have done that, we have 2 identical sides, which is fantastic because that's exactly what we're after. So we want to have something which will look like that. And of course, on the opposite side there, we have that as well. So believe it or not, for the most part, right, there's nothing else on the left and right side of the buildings. Now, if you like, later on you can add windows, but you're going to find that if you add windows, the classrooms are going to start being really, really weird. Like, you won't be able to place anything on the sides of the room. The classrooms are, for the most part, quite small, so a lot of windows on the front, a lot of windows on the back. Every classroom has about 2 windows. You probably don't want to add any more to the sides, but that will be up to you when the time comes. So, the next thing that we're going to focus on is the front of the building. Alright? So, the front of the building is very, very similar to the back of the building, except it's got a bit of a better shape. So, what I'm going to recommend you doing, where we have these rows of 3 light grey concrete that kind of come inwards, I'm going to recommend that you place the rows of 10 terracotta on top of them, and kind of follow the shape of them with the white concrete. So you kind of want to have a frame set in like this, and the white concrete will connect to the middle part of the build, kind of like this. And in doing this, it'll have a frame set in like this, and the white concrete will connect to the middle part of the build, kind of like this. And in doing this, it will kind of help you envision how the front of the school is going to go together. So you can kind of see now that there's kind of like 3 separate parts. Like, you've got the longest part on the left, a little part in the middle, and then kind of like a little wider part, but that's like the main entrance. And we want to have the same thing on the right. This does mean, by the way, that the classrooms on the front of the building are some of them are slightly different shapes than each other, but everything will be completely fine. Everything is, all the classrooms and all of the rooms and stuff inside the building have already been designed, so, things aren't going to look weird despite the fact that we've got some different shaped classrooms and stuff. As a matter of fact, some of the more interesting rooms in the actual school are in those 2 front parts of the building, because they are bigger. It allows you to have some more room, like the principal's office, like the teacher's lounge, like all sorts of cool things like that. So that's what we want to have right there. So now it's a lot easier to kind of like figure out and digest how exactly this is going to be put together. So the front of the building has a load of windows, just like the back doors over there, right? The left and right side each have 4 windows, and they're made in the same way actually as the ones over there. You start on the front of the building on the left side here, and you place 2 terracotta coming to the right, 1, 2, and then you go up by 1. Place 2 upside down quartz stairs going right, 1, 2, and then 3 terracotta. You repeat this until you run out of room. You will run out of room, trust me. Like, eventually you're going to hit one of the walls that we just created, and perfect, exactly like that. Hit that wall. Additionally, you want to have, of course, 2 rows of glass on top of these windows. So you can use glass block. I'd recommend glass pane, because the front of the building isn't so bad. The front of the building is a little bit shapely, but the back of the building you certainly need pane, because it doesn't have very much depth to it. I'm going to place 3 rows of terracotta above the windows, so that'll be right 1, 2, 3 right here. So 3 rows of terracotta above the windows. There's a lot of continuity to this build, so where the windows are on the front, they're pretty much on the back. Where the floors are on the front, they run through the entire building. Like, it's a really quite simple building, but it works really nicely. So now that we have those windows down below, we want the same ones up above, exactly how we did on the back. I cannot stress that enough. This building is very logical. Very, very logical. So like the windows on the front are on the back, the windows down below are up above, they're made in the same way. You could even extend this school if you wanted to, by the way. Like if you wanted to make it wider, it's pretty big anyway, but if you wanted to make it wider, you certainly could. All you'd have to do is just keep repeating the windows pattern going left and right. So there you go, there are the windows on the left side. I'm going to do the same to the right because it's the exact same thing that we've just done, except just, you know, swapped over onto this opposite side. We start from this bottom right corner, we place 2 terracottas going left, we go up 1, you can even see the same shape that we did on the other side, and then it's 2 upside down quartz stairs, 3 terracottas, just moving across. Same thing, so 2 upside down stairs. Eventually you will run out of room, that time has come. Here, 2 rows of glass on top, you can use block if you want. I actually prefer block in a lot of circumstances. I've kind of went off glass pane. I think it's because too many blocks grip it, and it can look weird like going around corners, but I mean in this situation it's better. 3 rows of terracotta above the windows, so that'll be 2, and then this will be 3. And then I'm just going to fill in the lines in between the windows and then place the quartz itself, just to make it a little bit easier. I just thought I'd built above a window then, which would have been very, very silly. So, upside down quartz stairs, 4 of them on both the left and the right. And then we have the kind of the middle part of the school to make. I keep wanting to call it a middle school. I guess this could be any school, but I kind of think of this as a high school just because of its size. So this is what we should have right now, ladies and gentlemen. You should see that both sides are indeed identical. They are. Once you have done that, we can now take care of these 2 inner parts on the left and the right, as they are, of course, the same as well. So if we start here on the left, we always start on the left. We're going to start at the bottom, and we're going to place, I guess, on this particular side, I do want to make sure that this is correct. I want to place 2 terracottas coming upwards, 1, 2, and then 2 upside down quartz stairs going right, 1, 2, 3 terracotta, 1, 2, 3, 2 upside down quartz stairs, and then just the 1 terracotta. All there is to it. That is that, ladies and gentlemen. What we then do, of course, and I bet you guys could have predicted it, is we place 2 rows of glass pane on top of the upside down quartz stairs. We place 1, 2, 3 terracottas on top of the windows, like this. And then we do the exact same thing that we just did down below. So we're going to have the same separation of windows, we're going to have the same height, the same, everything is the same. Except it's a little bit higher. So, just like here, 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 here. That is absolute perfection. So, now that we've done that side, we can just hop over to this side and do, again, the exact same thing. So, we'll start down here at the bottom, on the right corner, and we place 2 terracotta on top of each other, 2 upside down quartz stairs going left, and then 3 terracotta, 2 quartz stairs, and then you can only really just place 1, and then you join to the middle of the build anyway. So what you then do is you place 2 rows of glass on top of the, and then you can only really just place 1, and then you join to the middle of the build anyway. So What you then do is you place 2 rows of glass on top of the quartz stairs. I'm sure that I don't have to keep repeating myself. I'm going to anyway. We place 2 rows of glass on top of the quartz stairs. We place 3 rows of terracotta in separation, and then we repeat the windows up above. And once you've done that, believe it or not, you've done a huge part of the school. A huge part of the school. You will have done pretty much most of the details in the actual walls of the school. From this point, it pretty much just needs filling in, but we're actually going to leave that until a little bit later. One thing I do want to do, however, is place a trim of quartz slab all the way around the top of the white concrete part of the school, because I think it makes it look really, really cool. I've got to stop rhyming stuff in school. Cool, school, cool, lol. Anyway, we want to... I can't believe that I've got to stop rhyming stuff in school. Cool, school, cool, lol. Anyway, we want to... I can't believe that they're the only words that I could come up with to rhyme. And we just want to place the quartz slabs all the way around the top of the white concrete part of the school, just like this. And it will just make it look... It'll just make it look nice. Like, it's a little bit modern to do this, but it's like 2 nice shades of white kind of like offset against each other, and it all joins into the middle part like that. Like, it's quite a satisfying part to put on the school if you take a look. Now that we've done that, ladies and gentlemen, what we do also have to do is we have to create the main entrance, which is right here. And to do that, we're going to start on the left side here. It always comes over to the left. We're actually missing something for this. We need to grab these smooth stone slabs. I don't think we'll need quartz stairs again. And we need to, starting from the left here, we're going to go right and place 2 terracotta, 6 smooth stone slabs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stone slabs. I don't think we'll need quartz stairs again. And we need to, starting from the left here, we're going to go right and place 2 terracotta, 6 smooth stone slabs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 2 terracotta, just like this. And then behind this, we are going to place a white concrete on the left and the right behind the slabs. We're going to place some smooth stone slabs behind as well, and we're going to rise them up to turn into proper blocks. We want to have a double door right in the middle, with 2 glass either side of the double door, very simple doorway as always, and then white concrete kind of just surrounding the entire thing. So we'll have something which will look exactly like that, ladies and gentlemen, which looks pretty good. If you can imagine, the middle part of this is going to be filled in with terracotta, and thus the entrance will be sunk back a little bit, so it will it'll look a little bit stylish. I actually quite like how the entrance is going to end up looking. But there's a couple of things with the entrance that we have to do from here. So, for instance, what we have to do, and I'm going to grab, we need a few different things for this and some different materials. So I'm just going to get rid of the oak door. We definitely need smooth stone. We don't need any glass. And we need these stone brick stairs and also the iron bars. So, coming from the front left-hand corner of the school, front left-hand corners of the page, like middle left corner here from the school. So you've got like that corner, and this corner, you take this corner. You want to place a row of 7 terracotta coming out from this corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then you want
let's see if that's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
To get the 3 going, right?
Yeah.
And then you want to...
Alright. Guys, my dinner's ready. So, I'm gonna end the video, so see you guys later. Bye, guys.